So do you live in California and you are sick and tired of the high cost of living, the high taxes, the high cost of housing, and you're considering maybe getting out of there and moving to a different state? Maybe you're looking at Florida or Texas or Arizona or maybe even here to Las Vegas. Well, if you're considering Las Vegas, there's some things that you absolutely have to know before you make that decision to move here. And if you live in another state other than California, there could be some things in this video that you want to know as well. So stick around and watch the video, and we're going to get into it right now. Hey there folks, Tom Swallow with eXp Realty and the Finding Home Las Vegas team, #1 relocation team here in Las Vegas. We get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make the move here to Las Vegas, and we have a blast helping them make that move. We work our butts off days, nights, weekends. We got you back with everything you need to know about moving here to Las Vegas. You know what? It's never too early, no matter where you are in your process, for us to help. But the only way we can help you is you got to reach out to us. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or our favorite, schedule a Zoom call so we can help you make the smooth move here to Las Vegas. And if you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, and playing here in beautiful Sin City, then subscribe below and hit that bell icon so you'll be the first to know when we have a brand new video out telling you everything about living, working, and playing here in Las Vegas. So you're sick and tired of California and thinking about getting the hell out of there, huh? Maybe you're thinking about Las Vegas as the place that you want to move. Well, in today's video, as promised, we're going to get into the good and the bad and the ugly, and some of the things that you're going to love about Las Vegas in comparison to California, and some of the things that you're going to hate about Las Vegas in comparison to California. We're going to jump in first to some of the things that you may love. And let's talk about traffic. You know, it's notorious in California about the traffic and how it takes hours to get anywhere, and you may have to sit in traffic for an hour to just go a couple of miles. And even though we bitch and complain about the traffic here in Las Vegas and the construction that's going on here, it is nothing compared to California. So you're going to absolutely love that you can get pretty much anywhere in this city in 15 to 20 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes at the absolute max. So I'm going to jump into the map and show you some of the main thoroughfares around Las Vegas and show you how you get around Las Vegas and where some of the traffic issues may be in certain times of the day, and just show you how in comparison to California, Las Vegas is completely better. Now we're going to show you the main thoroughfares through and around Las Vegas, give you an idea of what all the main highways and roads are, and we're going to take a look at some of the spots that are that we have some traffic, or what we at least consider traffic. So first we've got Interstate 15 that comes right through the middle of town, down along the strip through downtown Vegas, and then up and out towards Salt Lake City. We've got the 215 Beltway that comes down and around from Henderson, around the west side, out and around the northwest corner through Las Vegas that connects up to the I-15 there. We've got from downtown, we've got the 515 that comes around the east side and then out towards Boulder City. It actually turns into Interstate 11 to Arizona. Downtown, we've got Highway 95 that comes around the Summerlin Curve and out up towards Reno. From the Summerlin Curve, we've got Summerlin Parkway that connects to the 215 out on the west side. We've got Charleston Boulevard that runs right through Summerlin and then connects out towards Red Rock Canyon. Down on the southwest side, we've got Blue Diamond that also goes out towards Pahrump. We've got Boulder Highway that comes all the way down towards Boulder. And then we've got Rancho that comes down through towards downtown. So that gives you an idea of the main highways. So where we see most of the traffic is we'll see backups down along the 215, down around this corner close to the airport. Of course, always on I-15, we've got traffic backed up pretty much all the time here. We've got occasionally we've got some traffic that'll back up towards Eastern here on the 215 out this way. We've got traffic from downtown on the 515 that'll back up around the corner there. We've got construction going on down near Russell Road on the 515, so there's quite a bit of traffic here currently. Occasionally we'll get a little bit of traffic around this end of the 215 coming into Summerlin, but occasionally here on the 95 towards downtown. But that's about it. I mean, well, we always got traffic on on Vegas Boulevard, so you always got to consider that. But compared to California, it's absolutely nothing. All right, we talked about one of the positive things. Now let's talk about one of the negative things, and it's the obvious thing. It's the heat. We do know about the heat here in Las Vegas, especially in the summertime for these 3 or 4 months. Well, not 4 months, 2.5 to 3 months, let's just call it, where we deal with pretty significant heat. So let's take a quick little look at this cute little comedy sketch.
Last summer, I was in Las Vegas. It was 114 degrees. 114 degrees. You can actually hear the sun at that point. It didn't feel safe. I was like, are we supposed to be here?
Us Vegas locals do know how to deal with the heat, though. It doesn't bother us like it will probably bother you moving here from California.
I think God is just cooking people in Vegas. Oh, no one's smoking. I love smoked meat. It was 114 degrees, which was shocking, but not as shocking as how casually Las Vegas residents just went about their day in that heat. It was like, you were like, let's play Frisbee, time to walk the dog. I was like, get inside! The earth is on fire! Get inside and beg for God's forgiveness!
It is hot here in Las Vegas. There's no doubt about it, but it's only a couple of months out of the year, so it's not all that bad. So let's move to one of the positive things again, something else that you would love here about Las Vegas as compared to California. It's the taxes. Nevada is one of a handful of states that has no state personal income tax, so that's a big savings here. I'm going to show you a website here in just a minute that shows you a comparison of how much less it costs you or how much your money will stretch here in Las Vegas compared to California. Also, there's no corporate tax here in Las Vegas. A very, very friendly business environment here in Nevada. Also, property tax. Even though property taxes are fairly similar, just the fact that property values here are so much lower than California, you're going to end up paying a hell of a lot less out of your pocket in property tax. So we'll take a look at that as well. So let's jump to the website and let me show you about how your money will stretch here in Nevada. This paycheck calculator that I found on a website called smartasset.com. We can type in your salary per year and it'll tell you what your take-home pay is, and then I'll compare that to Nevada. So just as a nice round number, I know not everybody makes $100,000 a year, but as a family, a lot of times as a husband and wife, you're making $100,000 a year. So let's just use this as the example. So at $100,000 a year in California, your estimated bi-monthly, every 2 weeks, you'll be taking home $28.35. Broken down, that is here it's showing you what your state income tax is going to be. It's 5.46%. That's $228 that comes out in California every 2 weeks that doesn't come out here in Nevada. So let's switch over to Nevada. Same $100,000 per year. That is $3,105 every 2 weeks. So if you look at the difference here, you've got zero in state income tax coming out. So that is a difference of, so if you're looking at Nevada, you're bringing home 74.51% of your pay at $100,000, where in California you're only bringing home 68.05% of your pay. So here in Nevada, that is $540 monthly more that you're going to bring home, or $6,480 a year more that you would bring home here in Nevada. So let's, if you look here at the California paycheck, one of the things that it says about California is its tax system is progressive, which means that wealthy filers pay a higher marginal tax rate on their income. So as your taxable income goes up, so does the amount that you get taxed. So let's bump it up to just let's take a look. So $500,000 a year. In California, you're bringing home $11,913 every 2 weeks. You're paying $1,880 in state income tax every 2 weeks in California. So let's look here in Nevada. Let's bump this up to 500 and see what that is. So in Nevada, you're going to bring home $13,841 every 2 weeks with no state income tax coming out. So the difference there is in Nevada, you're bringing home 66.44% of your income at $500,000 a year, and in California, you're only bringing home 57.18% of your income. So in Nevada, that's $3,856 a month more per monthly, or $46,272 annually that you would bring home here in Nevada, more so than California. All right, now let's talk about another negative. Another thing that you may not like about Las Vegas as compared to California was the fact that we don't have a whole lot of grass, a whole lot of green, and a whole lot of trees here in Las Vegas. I mean, compared to California, that many parts of California are extremely green and lush. And then there's parts that aren't. I mean, maybe you're living in Palm Springs or one of those areas that is not super green. But for the most part, Las Vegas is pretty brown. It's one of the things that I've struggled with over the years of dealing with here in Las Vegas. Now, there are parts of Las Vegas that are extremely green. There's parts, for example, over in Henderson and Green Valley Ranch. Some of these areas have grandfathered in and have tons of trees and tons of grass and parks. There's parts of Summerlin that are extremely green, like over in the Paseos and the Vistas and some of those neighborhoods with lots and lots of grass and trees. So there are areas of town that do have lots of grass, but just in general, it is definitely a lot more brown than most of California. So something that you may not like about it here in Las Vegas. Okay, let's go back to another positive about Las Vegas that you're really going to like. So that's home values. So compared to California, we're at least half as much as California. That's why we're seeing a huge influx of Californians deciding to sell their homes there in California, because you can come here to Las Vegas and get twice the home for half the price in many instances. So let's jump over to Zillow and take a look at some median home prices in California and here in Las Vegas. Median home prices in California and Las Vegas. So we're going to jump onto Zillow and see what Zillow has to say. According to Zillow, California as a whole, the median home value is $741,000. So let's take a look at some specific cities, because I'm not sure where in California you are as you're watching our video today. So let's just take a look. Los Angeles is $907,000. Let's jump down to San Diego, see what San Diego, $939,000. We'll take a look at Orange County, California, little over $1 million. We'll go up to San Francisco. San Francisco is almost 1.3 million median home value. Let's see, Santa Barbara, California, 1.65 million. So let's take a look. Nevada as a whole is 416,000 as a whole. Let's look at Las Vegas. So Las Vegas, now this is considering just the metro of Las Vegas, so not the entire city, not the entire valley, let's say. So let's take a look at Henderson to compare. Henderson, Nevada is 459. Let's look at North Las Vegas. North Las Vegas is 384. We'll look over in Summerlin. Summerlin North is 553. Summerlin South is 625. Let's look in, let's say, Anthem, Henderson. Anthem is 561. So that just gives you a general idea of what home values compared to California are here in Nevada. Okay, now we're going to talk about another negative, another thing that you may or may not like about here in Las Vegas. We've heard a little bit of both on this instance, but that's just the overall size of the lots here for homes. You know, Las Vegas is a valley, and we're kind of limited in the amount of space that we have to grow outwards. So in turn, the developers over time have started stacking houses in, you know, tighter and tighter and tighter on top of each other with smaller and smaller lots. So I would imagine that the average lot size here is somewhere around 5,000 or 6,000 square feet. So the backyards here are fairly small. Again, with they're implementing in 2024 any new homes that are built. There's no new turf allowed, real turf, only artificial turf. Several years ago, they changed it where you could not have real turf in the front yard, but you could in the backyard. But starting in 2024, no more real grass at all, as we continue to try to conserve water here in the Las Vegas Valley. So one of the things here is we do have really small lots and not a lot of grass. Now, I've had people tell me in comments on some of our videos that that's one of the things they absolutely love about Las Vegas is they're leaving their big lots back in the Midwest or the South or wherever they're coming from, where they had to, you know, mow the grass a couple times a week, and just dealing with all of the maintenance of a big lot. And they love having just, you know, basically zero maintenance on their yards here with the small lots and the small yards. So just another thing to consider. Might be something that you do or don't like about Las Vegas in comparison to California. All right, we're going to jump back into another positive. Another thing that you're going to really like about Las Vegas in comparison to California is the overall cost of living. Much cheaper to live here than California, just in general. So we're going to jump over to a website called PayScale. It's going to, again, let me compare based on what your annual salary is, you know, how much bang for your buck you'll get here in Nevada and in Las Vegas. As compared to California. We'll also look at just how much things cost here in Nevada, and then you can compare that to what you typically pay for there in your hometown in California. So let's jump into the website and take a look. Looking at the website PayScale, this is going to allow us to compare the cost of living in California, different cities in California, to here in Las Vegas. We're going to use the same annual salary of $100,000 that we were looking at earlier. So let's take a look at a few cities in California. So let's first look at Los Angeles. So you would only need to make $67,000 here in Las Vegas to maintain the same standard of living that you would have in Los Angeles. Housing is 54% lower here. Cost of living is 33% lower here. Let's take a look at San Diego. Only need to make $70,000 here to maintain the same standard of living. Cost of living 29, call it 30% lower here. Housing is 50% lower here. We'll jump up to San Francisco. Just as a comparison, only need to make $56,000 here. 43.5% lower cost of living, 64% lower on housing. If we scroll down here, median home price, again, this is using kind of the entire valley as the comparison here. So $497,000, that's averaging in Summerlin and Henderson and North Vegas and all the different parts of Las Vegas. Median rent is $1,500. Energy bill on average $180 a month. Phone bill $194. Gasoline $385. Hadn't been seeing it quite that low. That's maybe the Costco price. Food and groceries, loaf of bread $3.99, gallon of milk $2.50, eggs $2.31. Healthcare, a doctor's visits $115, dentist visits $100. Prescription drugs on average $4.27. So just giving you an overall view. Here's another map or another graph, cost of living in comparison to the national average here. Overall, it's just 1% higher than the national average. Housing is 10% higher than the national average. Utilities 2% higher, groceries 3% higher, and transportation costs are 13% higher. So there you go, is the cost of living here in Las Vegas. Okie doke, last but not least, we've got one more negative to share with you. This one's not as bad as some of the others, but it is something to consider, and that's car insurance. Car insurance is higher here in Nevada because we are a 24-hour town. A lot of transient people, a lot of uninsured people, a lot of DWIs. So car insurance is higher here than California. It's not as bad as it used to be. When I moved here almost 20 years ago in 2005, our car insurance doubled when we moved here. So looking here at the chart, we are showing that annual rates in California average around $573. Here in Nevada, it's $722. A 6-month policy in California is $286. Here in Nevada is $361. Or monthly, we're looking at $48 in California and $60 here. I would love to get $60 a month for my car insurance, but anyway, according to this chart, that's what it is. So that is the kind of the comparisons of some of the things that you need to know when moving here from California to Las Vegas. Some of the positives and negatives of life here in beautiful Sin City. Alrighty, Californians, if you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, then hit us up. We'd love to help you out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Las Vegas. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you will know when we put a brand new video out telling you everything you want to know about living, working, playing here in beautiful Sin City. Until next time, in the next video, we'll see you around town. Bye-bye.